Right, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to the Royal Ivor building for the final press conference for Who's Falling Who. This Saturday night, Liverpool Echo Arena. I think even judging by the turnout here today, this is going to be a night to remember. A very special fight between two great fighters from Liverpool, and undercard as well, filled with a host of talents, former world champions, British title fights. It's got just about absolutely everything. Before I start and introduce everybody to the table, I just want to say, obviously, this is a big fight with plenty on the line, and representing both of these two fine young fighters is always difficult, but I just want to say congratulations to Callum Smith and Rocky Fielding on the way they've conducted themselves throughout the entire build-up to this fight. I think I'm particularly very proud to be representing both of them. I think Liverpool as a city should be very proud to have these two fighters here, and Britain as well. They're great role models to the people and kids growing up in Liverpool, and they're two of the very best super middleweights in the world. So, gentlemen, I'm sure everybody in this room, go out on Saturday night in front of 10,000 people at the Echo Arena and make the most of it. Enjoy yourself, embrace it. Everything's on the line, and I think a round of applause to the two main event fighters. We're kicking off around 5:30 at the Echo Arena, and plenty of action before these competitors even step through the ropes, but we're here to talk about four fights particularly here today. And firstly is a cracking eliminator for the British middleweight title. And first I'm going to ask to speak Rod Smith, who's part of that fight.
Like I say, it's a big fight for me. 7-0 against Tom Duran. Obviously a good kid, 15 fights, 15 wins. Like I say, it's a good matchup. But like I say, I've had a nice strict training camp for this. And Saturday night you're going to see Black and Dum. So thanks Freddie for putting it on. And I hope Tom Duran's trained as well as he can.
Thanks, Rod. Tom, obviously victory and prize fighter, you boxed, had a great performance at the Echo Arena as well, and this is a big fight for you on Saturday night.
Yeah, I can't wait to get in there on Saturday. You know, it's been a great year so far. First win prize fighter, and then in the Echo in June again, another decent win against a tough kid. I've had a cracking camp for this one, and I'm going to put on a good show for you all on Saturday night.
Thanks, Tom. One fight which I think has really gripped the city, and someone who's sold a huge amount of tickets for this show is Sean Dodd. Obviously, Scotty Cardle has developed into one of the top lightweights in the country, and who can forget Sean Dodd's epic victory over Gary Buckland just a couple of months ago at the Olympia. It was a fantastic night, and a mad army of supporters came. I mean, really stepped up at last minute notice into a big fight like that, took the opportunity, and a few months on he challenges for the British lightweight title on Saturday night. So to say a few words, Sean Dodd.
Cheers, Ed. I'd just like to thank Eddie for the opportunity. Something that I'd never thought that would be happening. I took it with both hands. So not many people can say that they beat Buckland and have that on the resume. So, thanks to Gary and thanks to Eddie for this. Thanks to everyone coming out to support us as well. It means a lot. To be honest, I don't think I'd be sitting in this seat now if we didn't have the support that I've got from every one of you. So this fight's going to be dedicated to the Warriors, and you're going to see a hell of a fight. That's if Scott doesn't get an injury or anything like that. The fight will go on. Cheers, Ed. And thanks to Steve as well, my man, Steve Wood.
Sean, obviously your victory over Buckland, take us through these last couple of months. You were supposed to be in a 6-round fight at the Olympia. You go on, you defeat Gary Buckland. Now you're going to be fighting in front of 10,000 people. You sold over 1,000 tickets yourself. The atmosphere, about 8:15 on Saturday night, live on Sky Sports 1. They're going to be going mad for you, aren't they?
Yeah, I hope so, mate. Seeing a Birkenhead lad picking up the British title in his 12th fight. I've been boxing a couple of years, so it's a good buzz around the town. Everyone's all for me, and especially with Liverpool as well. Everyone's got behind me, and I can't thank you all enough for the support. So I'm going to lift this title up, and we're all going to be all going mad. I'll be joining in with you all and having a good party.
Scotty, obviously supposed to fight on that card at Olympia against Gary Buckland, and obviously all these circumstances have worked each other out. And first defence for you on Saturday night at the Echo Arena.
Yeah, can't wait for it now. Obviously, I had an upset in my last fight, and I pulled out, simple as that, and it's the first time I've ever pulled out of a fight. The camp's been perfect, and I have no complaints whatsoever. I feel good for this one, feel better as ever, and I'm ready to defend my title.
Obviously, you're the home fighter effectively, and also, you're the champion as well. But going into Masher's backyard, so to speak, I know it's something you're really looking forward to.
Yeah, I've always sold that in. Don't get me wrong, we sold a lot of tickets, but at the end of the day, it's not really his backyard. He's as scouse as me at the end of the day, but one of them things, it's going to be a great night at the end of the day, and it's going to be good.
Thank you, we look forward to that one for the British lightweight title. Our chief support for the night is a fight that I'm really, really looking forward to, and a fight that's very, very important to the world lightweight scene. Obviously, the lightweight scene, British title on the line as well, but also Luke Campbell, Terry Flanagan, Derry Matthews from Liverpool. If I've missed anyone else, Anthony Croller, don't tell me. Challenging for the world title on November the 21st. It's a great time for the lightweight scene. And on Saturday night, two-weight world champion Ricky Burns will challenge Josh King for the vacant WBO international title. Josh King is number 8 in the WBO and has plans to go on and challenge for the world title himself, of course. So Josh, obviously a big opportunity and a big fight with Ricky Burns on Saturday.
Yeah, look, I just want to thank you, Eddie, for giving me this opportunity, and my manager, Adam Wilcox, and we've trained really hard for this, and I've been looking at a fight with Ricky Burns for a long time, so I'm really grateful to get this opportunity and look forward to putting on a great performance Saturday night.
Obviously, you're going in there to try and win a shot against probably the WBO champ Terry Flanagan. What gives you the confidence against Ricky? Obviously, a two-weight world champion. You're young and fresh, I know that, and can't wait for Saturday for you too.
Yeah, look, we all know Ricky's done really well in boxing with being defending these world titles so many times, but I think he's just about finished now, and I look forward to getting in there and finishing him off on Saturday.
Ricky, I know, seeing you down at Tony Sidney's gym, you don't look finished to me, but I know back at 9 stone 9, obviously a fantastic fight with Omar Figueroa, and I know you're ready to go on Saturday.
I know preparations went well, the diet's been spot on. I'm just looking forward to getting out there and most importantly get out and enjoy the fight. Like I said, everything's going well. I know we know it's going to be a tough fight, but I'm excited to be I've been moved to this show. Some great fights on the night, and I think everyone's going to be treated.
Obviously, I know you and Tony study the fights. What have you seen of Josh King, and what kind of fight do you expect?
Well, Tony's been doing most of the study. I've watched a few rounds. I'm a believer in whatever happens is going to happen. I'm just going to go there and concentrate on what I'm doing. But like I said, all my preparations went well and we're ready for whatever's coming.
Good stuff. That's the WBO international lightweight title. Ricky Burns against Australia's Josh King. Before we hear from the main event camps, I'm going to pass over to someone who loves boxing in this city, and I think he's a big fan as well of one of your football clubs. I won't tell you who, just in case you don't make it out of here, but I'm going to pass over to the head of boxing at Sky Sports, Adam Smith.
Thanks, Eddie. I absolutely love this city, as I'm sure some of you know. I love coming to Liverpool, and I love fights in Liverpool. I mean, John Conte, we've had Shane Neary and Andy Holligan, the McKeever Mulholland derbies. It's just, there's something about this place. And I think there'll be something special in the Echo Arena Saturday night. There's certainly no other place I would rather be on November 7th than at ringside for this. It is an absolutely fantastic fight. I echo Eddie's words. I think we should take our hats off to both Callum Smith and Rocky Fielding for agreeing to it. Two super middleweights who are unbeaten and are going to put everything on the line for us, for the fans on Saturday night. It's a pick'em, it's a 50-50 fight. You know, we've had a really busy week where we've had the announcement of Scott Quigg, who's sitting over there against Carl Frampton, which is a tremendous matchup for February. We've got Anthony Joshua and Dylan White on December the 12th. And we had James DeGale as well around Sky yesterday. And James cannot wait for this fight. Saturday night, Callum and Rocky, and a great card as well. I think it shows that boxing is in a terrific place, and I think it's going to be a fight and a night to remember, so enjoy it.
Thanks, Alan. I'm going to hear from the trainers first of all. Oliver Harrison. Oliver, I know there's been plenty of talk amongst the camps, and I know as a tactician you've set your game plan, and judging by your previous interviews, very confident going into Saturday night.
Rocky's trained very well for the fight. Everything's gone good in camp, and Rocky always gives me his all when he's in the gym. We've not got much more to say now. I think he's going to please all the public. They're going to be in for a hell of a fight. They're going to absolutely love this fight. That's all I can say. That's all I've got to say as well.
I've got one question for you, if you don't mind. I think people want to hear it. Interestingly, talking about this fight, about the pressure, the game plans, and how important is it to stick to that game plan in this fight? Because a lot of people that we seem to be asking say that the game plan and executing it is the key in this fight.
Well, Rocky and Callum can go in the ring and probably be like, what's his name? Bobby Harrison and the other, I forget his name, and just mess around in the ring. This is not going to happen. What's going to happen is Callum and Rocky they're going to go at it no matter what we say. I believe that. I don't care what anyone says. Once Callum hits Rocky, he's going to give it him back. And Callum's going to give it him back. That's just the way it's going to be.
Thank you. Joe, obviously a big night for yourself, a big night for Callum Smith. And again, I'm sure you've worked on tactics to get this spot.
Yeah, first of all, Scott Carter is in a really tough first defence of his British title against Sean Dodd. Sean I know very well over the years, having down sparring, helping him with Anthony Crowley when we were fighting John Murray. He's a great kid and great support. It's going to be a fantastic fight, and I just wish him all the best on the night. As far as Callum Smith, Callum training's gone really well. There's nothing much more really to say, really, what's been said. Oliver's had his piece to say, I've had mine, and it's about the fighters doing the talking now on Saturday night.
Same question to you about the tactics, and obviously no one's giving anything away, but under the bright lights, 10,000 and noise, a fight in this city which has obviously captivated the city. How important is it to execute that game plan and not get carried away?
Yeah, Callum's obviously boxed at the highest level as an amateur, and also as a professional, the fighters that he's been in with already. And he showed he could stay to a game plan. After round 5, he damaged his left hand, and after round 6, he damaged his right hand against your grass. And after the last 6 rounds, then he carried on, showed that mental strength, and I think that's something that's missing in Michael come fight night, and we'll see.
Rocky, I know you've been just keeping your head down and grafting. You look fantastic. Feel like there's a real bit between your teeth in this fight to prove people wrong. I know you said you feel like the underdog in this fight, but a lot of people speaking to see it as a 50-50, but a couple of days out now, ahead of a massive night.
Yeah, thanks everyone coming out today and everyone who's bought tickets. Yeah, I've trained hard, I've trained hard to not fight. Kept my head down, worked hard, I've done everything Oliver's asked me to do. Your strength weight's gone great, your weight's great. I'm looking forward to going on there Saturday night and putting a show on for everyone.
Obviously we talk about tactics and game plans, but how confident are you that in that moment at the Echo Arena on Saturday night with the noise, you can keep your cool and do what you've got to do to execute that?
Everyone's got to listen to Oliver and listen to all through camp, everything that he said. I believe that can work on the night, and the crowd's going to get me going. So over 1,500 tickets, and we all got a big support, so I'm sure these will push me to be on the night. But I want to stick to my boxing and do what I've got to do to win.
Callum, obviously probably going into the fight as a slight favourite with the bookies. Do you feel the pressure going into this fight, and how excited are you for Saturday?
Yeah, I'm excited. So this is what it's about. It's got the whole city talking, and these are the fights to turn pro for, packing out the arenas and performing the best I can. And semi training's gone very well. I had a great camp as always. Joe always gets me in good condition, and as well as others fighters which have proved in the past. And just I'm looking forward to putting in a clear best performance, and you'll see a very good Callum Smith on the night.
Do you feel the pressure at all? Obviously this is one of the biggest fights in Liverpool for some time, and a lot of support on either side, and obviously bragging rights, but most importantly, yourself a position of #1 WBC ranked fighter in the world, obviously silver title as well. So a must win for you on Saturday.
Yeah, it's a must win, but so was my last one, and so will be my next one. I think every fight's just as important, and you know, if I felt there was any pressure or any risk in me losing, then I wouldn't have took the fight. I went #1 to WBC, so I could have sat out and waited and had the final eliminator, but you know, it's a fight that I've always said I believe I'll win. I know I'm the better fighter, and I look forward to showing it on the weekend.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone that's turned out today. And again, this is a really, really special fight. Two great lads from the city. And can you imagine at around 10 p.m. on Saturday night when we play the promo on a big screen and these two lads walk out to go to battle for the British super middleweight title? It's going to be a very, very special night. As a promoter, these are the kind of nights that you live for, and fans as well, I'm sure. The atmosphere on Saturday night is going to be something very, very special. There's a preview show on Friday night on Sky Sports 1, I think at 7 p.m, and detailing all the action of this fight. And tomorrow, the weigh-in is at the BT Convention Centre, which is right next door to the Echo Arena. That'll be at 1 p.m. So again, the turnout today is phenomenal. Thank you very much for turning out. Tomorrow, we want even more numbers down to get behind all the lads and get behind this huge fight. Callum Smith against Rocky Fielding is going to really be one to remember. Saturday night at the Echo Arena. We're going to pose now for head-to-heads with all the fighters, and let's have a great night Saturday. Thanks for turning out.